Hello everyone, I am Sacred and thank you for joining me in a new episode in Hearts of Iron 4. Well, I've got time to make some videos again, but only because, well, I have become ill, so not so good after all, but well, I'm gonna take some rest as well. I'm gonna play a new mod, link will be included down below in the description. We'll play as the Commonwealth of Iceland. This mod is called HOUNDland, I think. Just click the link, you know, so you can check it out. No need to present it. No need whatsoever. Alright. Basically, we control Greenland, Iceland, and I think Faroe Islands. We'll play on regular without historical air focuses, so to make the game random. Playing with this mod comes graphics mods and some other minor mods which you probably won't care about. Let's see, we start off with 13 factories, 3.7 million men. That's more than Iceland has even today, so that's good, a nice boost. Got a really huge focus tree. I look to this, you can basically go the communist path, which is just boring because it's not completed. You can go the democratic path, which is really thorough. Or you can even unite the Scandinavians, so I didn't know that. Well, let's first go ahead. Let's go ahead, get 1936 budgets. Our government needs to approve the new budget for the year 1936. Well, our government shall do that. I'm not playing with extended science tree. There's no need for it since I won't play for long. Just get. Well, I think let's get Marines. We surely need Marines at one point. And well, that's the question. Let's build once. Well, let's actually go for a military factory. Military factory. Yeah, we only have 3, so not really a high amount. We have Great War Horse. Well, that's not nice. Our focus set we can purchase. Let's actually get to scientific heaven. Ever since nations like Germany and Italy began turning fascist, we have given refuge to the scientists who have been rejected by their own nation's regimes. Well, that's good, let's do that. So let's go ahead. I would say let's stockpile up on convoys. Right, that's looking good so far. Increase the speed of the game. We can celebrate independence before the 1st January 1937, active for 30 days. The Commonwealth of Iceland has now seen 50 years of independence and peace. It's time we celebrate our nation with our fellow Icelanders. During the celebrations in Reykjavik, Prime Minister Svein Björnsson held a heartfelt speech about his love for Iceland and promised to keep Iceland as great as it is. Amazing. Amazing. Well done, Svein Björnsson. Alright, we've got the scientific heaven. Next thing will be to purchase Labrador. Ever since Iceland first became independent, she has had her eyes on Labrador. The province of Labrador was the first settled by Nordic settlers during the Viking Age, therefore we need to retake it once again. That's even historically correct, so it's amazing that, well, historical accuracy, even if most people probably won't notice it, it's really nice to have it. Well, we can research dogs. Dog 1 sounds quite good, but I'm gonna go ahead and get that great nearing. Germany, do your own stuff, we couldn't care less, can we? We can go ahead and purchase Swedish rifle designs, rebuild Greenland University, open a new harbor. British accept the deal. Finland is finally back in our hands. British government has decided to accept our generous deal. That's nice, thank you. So we can invite Canadian investors at one map civilian factory. That's always welcome. Our new Labradorian province has a lot of industrial potential. There are plenty of natural resources there, such as oil, which might be attractive for investors from a new neighbor. Let's get that. And does it go ahead? Let's, I would say, explore Labrador. Only. Yeah. Our maps of Finland are from 1070, are quite outdated, so therefore we need to explore our new colony. Well, let's go the accurate side. Yes, so let's see what we got. Currently we only got 1 naval dockyard, and at least we got some steel and oil. That's quite good. Our army is, well, just 25,000 men strong, consisting of 4 divisions only. Not the biggest of the armies, but yeah, better than thing is it? We have explored Labrador outside. Let's go ahead and... Our brave Icelandic planes have found a small body full of intelligent Labradors, so the dogs seem to understand English and are just so damn cute. How adorable. Bring them to the capital. Actually, let's get some civilian factories, shall we? Yeah, let's prepare the islands. Stalin is about to hit Europe and Iceland needs to be prepared. Already done. Next thing will be the 1936 industrial plan. Our industry needs to be ready for any catastrophe the world has in store for us. That's quite accurate. I'll get Space Industry 1 as well as some... actually, let's get the Lang Doctrine. I don't know what to get though. The Grand Battle Plan. I don't mind. Yeah, let's get that. I don't know what the best is. I mean... We cannot produce tanks with our small industry, so I think that's a good choice. Yeah, should be. Our factory is soon finished on Iceland. That's amazing. Greenland Harbor also has 770,000 men as well. That's more than Luxembourg. The battle for Spain has begun, not that we care. Next thing will be arms construction. 1. Iceland has never been in a world power. If we could rapidly industrialize our country with the intent of producing weapons for our armies, we could change that. Because, and we should, we will. Okay, that's out of time. Go ahead, get these two. Okay. Let's say more weapons we need. Yeah, we need more weapons. Really. Yes. The stability is high already, so let's go ahead. Get the airbase 10%. Nah, don't think we need anything there. I'd like to, we cannot modify that. Can't. Formation of the Caribbean Federation. Oh. What? Oh, I think this mod is not only about our country. I think it changes multiple countries. So that's interesting. But I don't know what to get. Just get that. I don't know, whatever. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Caribbean Federation, military dictatorship, non-aligned. Oh, they have seized all of the Caribbean countries. It's really interesting. But they have a generic focus tree, so I think that's just pre-scripted, if you ask me. Most likely it is. Yeah, most likely. Okay, that's finished. We go ahead, build a factory here in the Commonwealth of Iceland. The Vinland Railroad. Alright, let's also go ahead and build the Greenland University out of matter of principle. Okay. After we got arms construction, I think we'll go ahead and do the... Yeah, let's... well, get these factories here. We need military factories to prove our strength. The question though is, wait. Well, more artillery, more of that, and there it's depleted already. I don't think we can muster a strong air force within that short amount of time, so wait for that. We clearly need more weapons, but let's open a new harbor. Yeah, we got some nice missions, so that's really nice. 12 U-boats. I don't think I didn't play this game for so long. Maybe all of the countries have it. Maybe only we have it. I can't say because I don't know. What I know though is that, let's see, if we go democratic, we can become a democratic dictatorship. That's quite interesting. Protectionism. We can sanction the Spanish, which is just boring, or we can go ahead and invite the Scandinavians. Always Sweden and Denmark. Battle Danish clans, representation for dogs. At Scandinavian dogs, Scandinavian research, then we can unite the Scandinavians. So we could unite Norway, Sweden and Denmark. And be a democratic beacon in the world. Oh, we could become imperialists. We just send all of them to the Caribbean, the West Indies. That's quite boring. Taking the British with our navy, that isn't an option, so let's see, we could find Blondie, become fascist. If we become fascist, could spark a civil war in Canada. You can integrate Eastern Canada, assassinate the American president, and get a next war goal against the United States. Well, that's more interesting. Let's, well, fly the dogs home. The dogs are so damn cute that Sven Bjornsson has demanded the Icelandic Air Force to immediately bring the dogs to Reykjavik. Well, the Air Force should do that. They will, and we'll get this in a minute. We undecided if we should actually go out. Let's actually go out and become fascist for this try. Let's become fascist, go the fascist road. I'm gonna make a playthrough as well, perhaps where we go democratic, but for now we'll be fascist. I'm also gonna make a poll, so be sure to vote if you would have liked me seeing going imperialist, democratic, or fascist. Communist is not an option because it's not finished yet, how you see. It also says future update, so that's why it's not an option. We'll get that stuff. And next thing will be the canine coup. Intelligence of these Labradors has led the mayor and the officers switching sides to the dogs. They have now gone so far as to prepare a coup to take over Icelandic parliament and seize power. So the royalists will become the ruling party. Yeah. Canine coup. Oh, that's sweet. The one naval dockyard is always good. Extract Greenland oil. Oh, the canine coup. Is this the end of the Icelandic sovereignty? We must surrender to the superior species. Yes, we must surrender to the superior species. Marshal Raffles is leading the provisional government of Iceland. The canine military junta is leading our glorious country. We'll go ahead and go find Blondie. Or brave nationalist Blondie, an advocate of anti-multiracialism, fled from Labrador many years ago. Now HOUNDland is in a power vacuum and many officers are starting to believe that it is time for Blondie to return. It is certainly. We'll enact the war economy as soon as we've got it. With this, we have to go ahead and, well, increase our naval, our army. Infantry divisions will be trained, well, we can only train it in Iceland, so that's fine. It's 9. Okay, let's train 10. We're training 93,000 dogs. I'll get sport weapons 1. Blondie will be discovered in a bit. There we go. Supreme Leader Blondie. After a recent coup in Iceland, a group of intelligent dogs has taken control of the nation. Now, months later, Marshal Raffles, the leader of the coup, has decided to install their old leader Blondie as their new supreme leader of Iceland. Raffles also announced the name change from Iceland to the state of HOUNDland. Next thing will be, we need to spark the separatism as quick as possible. We need to get all of that, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get this. Approach young nationalists, and also, well, we can't change the war economy because it's just 47%. Really? Let's see. Yeah. There's no fast way to change it. What's that? Human protest in Iceland. Oh, I'll have used the coup and armed protest on a wide scale to quell these protests. We need to send out the army. Yeah, send out the army. Well, the undress. Well, I'll get partial mobilization. Please, we can get that. Also, activate mothballed dockyards. I suppose, yeah, let's get that. Have been approached. Next thing, state-owned arms production. We need to rapidly industrialize our military, which we should do. And we'll research construction too. I think we have enough convoys. Let's keep it on 1. Let's start getting, well, we just have old ships there, that's the problem. Never mind. I'll increase our stockpile on convoys. Bring them to the factories. Well, interwarfare, that's not really the newest. Or weapons, we need more weapons. Certainly. Start out military production. Dog and nationalism. Yeah, dog and nationalism. Alright. Thing. Bit of time. Let's get close air support 1. Yeah, close air support. But I can't. Okay, I can't. Yeah, alright. 10 military factors producing weapons. Our strong army will be assigned first liberation dogs. It's not really creative, but better than nothing. We have some brilliant dog generals. Let's see who's the best. Attack ratio 6 plus 30% of attack. That's amazing. Gabe McBurg will lead the charge. Field Marshal will be Jack Buttrill. Will be promoted to aggressive assaulter. Charismatic offensive doctrine. He cannot be promoted yet. The state of HOUNDland. Our core population is well 5.5 million. That's quite a bit. And military-wise, we have more military factories than the Americans. And I'm sure the Canadians won't be able to resist us, so we should have an easy job there. The infantry division will is support artillery. They will get support artillery assigned to their ranks. Did I? Have I? Hello. I haven't. Grand battle plan. But yeah. Hello. I only have 10 military experience. There we go. Now they have it. Only 11. That's not much. Right. Well, Wolfsraum will be the next thing. What does it say? We are finally ready. It is time to take the fight to our enemies and make room for our superior race to live in. Say so. Say so. So let's get mounted infantry. Okay, there wasn't a need for that. Anyways, and prepare defense. Modified government. Get extended conscription. Conscription, at least 7. They'll go ahead. Well, they'll have to try and get ready to declare war. Also, we've got the Quebec question. Separatism in Quebec. So if they declare independence, I hope they become a vassal of us, and we should have no problems dealing with the Canadians. But the Canadians, they are unfortunately a British dominion, so this will mean most likely us fighting the British. This may not be actually good. Just see, it's horrible because the local naval base limits it to 3. We cannot naval base there, can we? Can't. What should we do? We just build a naval base here in Labrador. Because it's the limiting factor after that's finished. That's 6 out of 5. The local naval base limits it. That's the biggest problem. 3 factories to be made. Let's see. I would say more artillery. Prepare the strike. Let's purchase Swedish rifle designs. Purchase. Well, I should go ahead here and perhaps get Mass Chief of Army. Division attack is what we want. Okay. We'll just get it in a bit. And come on. 150. There we have it. Action 2 we've got. Let's get some proper heavy cruiser. Send more weapons to the Canadians. Yeah. What you'll do is boost party popularity as well, so it finishes quicker. After all, it's still a limiting factor. Well, it's finished quite soon, so that's quite alright. Our fleet is developing. Well, we need to send them. They are suffering attrition, so that is not good at all. Not good at all. Let's see, we got 15 military factories. 15. I need steel, so I'll get steel from the German Reich. Ah, never mind. Anti-Kommentar fact, I don't mind that I joined the LS. Well, you see, I think... Yeah, we need to, well, wage wars, or we'll have problems. Well, you can get support weapons, and for me, I like the fact that they are suffering attrition. It's 10%, so we are losing equipment there every day there. Not good at all. Yeah, it's still the local naval base is the limiting factor. Let's see, we have 9,300 weapons in reserve, and, well, manpower is a problem, though. Manpower is a problem. I'll add a recon company, though. Also one line of artillery. No focus sets. Well, we cannot light the spark yet, but what we can do is go ahead, spark the world. Yeah. We'll get 10% war support and 5% bonus in recruitable population. To train more divisions without a doubt. Train 100 divisions. And now, we lack manpower. I cannot enact sales by requirement. Well, soon I can after I got that, I think. No, I still cannot. Still cannot, because it's just 57%. Bucks. Light the spark. Start a civil war between Canada and Quebec. Time has come to spark the Quebecois uprising. This comes certainly. They finish their training and get the battle ready to attack the Canadians. I don't think the British... I don't think that they're able to intervene in civil war, so that's... we should have 10% and even more, so manpower shouldn't be a problem. We need constant reinforcements, and well, they are on their way. Let's say, yeah, let's see. Let them do their training. We'll build a civilian factory. Never mind. We need to build, to expand our naval base. We have to. Okay, let's get motorized. And let's get, well, let's see if we can get even get total mobilization if we declare war. I don't think we can. Just get more economy. Let's, yeah, add one off-map military factory. That's a good one. That's a good one. The Anschluss of Österreich. Österreich! Yes. I don't know. Let's get the dog one and better artillery. Come on, and the civil war has begun. The Canadian government has decided to put down the Quebecois uprising and has declared war on us. Quebec has pledged their alliance to us and is now our client state. To war, doggos! Message from Canada changes that diplomatic state with us. Declare war, light the spark, HOUNDland and nationalist Quebec. There we go. This is a great success for our armed forces. It shall be. Canada shall fall swiftly and quickly. Aggressive expansion. I'm gonna detach 3 divisions. Well, let's see. Yeah, we have to take care of these divisions here in the remnant area. Alright, now reorganizing a bit. Detach this army of 3. Just take care of this division. They're encircled. Please, 11, go ahead, crush the Canadians as well on this front line. The humans. Well, we may be fascist, but we aren't that kind of evil fascist. I mean, consider it how you want. We're not. And next thing will be, we'll go ahead and get the civilian construction and get the HOUNDlandian army to our side. 13 divisions. west their army. That's nice. You attack them. And these divisions will just crush them. And now these 6 will go ahead into Nova Scotia, capturing it as swift as possible. And the remaining army, except that one division, will join this division. We are fighting for a better world. Better world, certainly. And we will win, we will triumph. Let's just speed up the game. Yeah, alright, that didn't work out that well. Because they crossed the line. That's not a problem. This, come on. And there we go. They are crushed. We're gonna crush them. And we crushed them already. Yeah, the AI, it's not really, well, let's say smart, not in a context. Well, the British, they aren't fighting because Canada has become independent. So a great shout out for the multi-developer for programming that, because fighting the British would have been a pain in the ass. You can probably agree on that. It would have been not really pleasant. Not at all, not at all. Attack aggressive. Attack. We encounter no, well, even attempt. Here, there are some Canadian divisions. Let's see how they'll do. Probably not good at all. Probably not good at all. We've got Heavy Cruiser 2, which we will produce. There we go. Instead of HOUNDland, alright, the Canadians, they are offering some resistance to our army, but not for long. We simply have the superior numbers. Even if we take some casualties, we won't mind. The Canadians, they will soon surrender. We also have points. Oh, well, 1 point. It's not much. The Canadians getting up their last fight. Well, you go ahead. Force attack for 7 dice. Force attack. Put off the Canadian lines. There we go. The Canadians, they have 1 military factory. 1 military factory. Canada will fall. We will triumph. Let's see. If Canada falls, we can integrate Eastern Canada. So, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. No, where's Nova Scotia? Nova Scotia. This one and that one. So we'll get 1 million population, but the rest... Should we puppet Canada or should we annex them? That is the question though. Do we want to puppet them or annex them? I'd say... well, they are humans on the one hand, so perhaps annexing them, yeah, annexing... I think that since we are not human, we cannot allow us to actually have humans, even as vassals, so we have to annex them. I think that's clear. We have to annex them. What's that? I'll get war bonds. What I want to get is war propaganda. Well, I can't, I'll just get war bonds, that's fine. Right. The Canadian army is still there. Oh, don't you see them? Rid of them. And 63. 3 will come swift. 3 Canadians are capitulating. They are, and we've got them. Canadians lost 95,000 men, while we only lost 15.7 thousand. After the capture of Nova Scotia, if we cross that line, it should be easy. What I'll do is I'll claim the east coast of America. After this, the Americans will be the next. After a little bit of expansion in our armed forces. Actually, not so much, because we can't allow the others, the British, to support them. And Halifax. There we go. Yugoslavia, claim whatever you like, but don't take anyone. There we go. The Treaty of Vancouver. Pass a few times. Quebec is our client state. We are gonna fully annex Canada. There we go. A state of HOUNDland to 13 states. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't this amazing? It is. It is. Now slow down again. We have to reorganize. So, what we'll do is we'll build more civilian factories. Actually, we need more military. We'll have enough civilian when we declare war against the Americans. So let's build military factories on our hard land, on our hard soil, and here in southern Ontario. Now let's combine our armed forces. We have 27 divisions. 27 divisions. We also have 9 divisions there, so we have 36. We have 30 and 6 divisions. I need 22 steel though. Yeah, we need steel. Say what you want, we'll get it from. Well, we don't like the Germans, so I'll. But we don't like the British either. But well, we cannot fight the British. I won't fight the British. I don't know whom I'll fight. Well, let's just try with this. Just try with France. Come on, Frenchman. With them. So we only have 22 civilian factories. That's all right. Building our military ones. So we have around, well, with their divisions, we have around 350,000 troops. We have lots of infantry equipment, so we can just pump out new troops, which we will. Alright, manpower is the problem now though. And well, I can index sales by requirement, so that won't be a huge problem. I'm gonna train them. Yeah. Assign 2 factories to store equipment. I don't need that many weapons after all. Alright, so I'm gonna split these troops up. 19 will attack from this region into the United States. And 18, the smaller force, will attack from this, where the majority of the American army will probably be, but not my army. Alright. It's the battle plan. Just create like that. You'll attack, you need generals to attack really bravely and nicely. Right, I mean, we'll go there. Here, attack is for Wolf von Manstein, Otto von Bismarck. To attack. Here we'll go there like that. We still they cannot promote them, that's fine. Get improved artillery, not yet, Land the train. Whatever you like, who's your internationals? Weapons too. And I'll get the industrial concern. I think it's time for that. Oh, we could declare war on them, but it will take quite some time. Claim the East Coast, prepare for invasion. This would take quite some time as well. Yeah. But we have to do it. American cause, then the end of old glory. As we'll go and take that path. Alright. I hope the Americans will be on their own. I think they will be. It's good. Now it's time to get motorized equipment as well. There we go. Like that. We certainly have enough weapons. Certainly enough weapons. 21,000. America, a huge storm is coming and they're unaware of it. Well, the Germans, of course, they have to spark the world tangent as usual, so it'll be a close call after all. Well, assassinating the president and the end of old glory, but this will take quite some time, half a year at least, if not even more. In Greenland, we'll need that extra factory. And HOUNDland and nationalist Quebec. Sweet. American cause, while just getting their entire countries as a cause died will be more than amazing. I see I'm right over the time. I'm gonna take a cut here, so thank you all for watching me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the second episode. I'm Sacred and I'm out. See you next time. Goodbye.